Hello, my name is Muhammad and I am from Group 3. So, this time I will present about Shanghai Port and background of Shanghai Port. The Port of Shanghai, as one of the largest ports in the world, has innovated the technology found in the port as initiative to create a smart port. So, what is meant by smart port? A smart port is a concept that integrates information and communication technology or ICT to improve the efficiency, safety, and sustainability of port operation. The main purpose of the smart port is to create a smarter, more efficient, and connected working environment by using the latest technology. One of the initiatives taken by this port is to implement a smart command and control center project in collaboration with Huawei to implement centralized remote control using optical network technology. This initiative enables remote control of port equipment from location over 100 kilometers away, leading to benefits such as reduced commuting time for staff and increased predictability of staff availability. This allows employers at Shanghai Yangshan Port to carry out their duties remotely from distance of up to 100 kilometers. This progress demonstrates the port commitment to leveraging technology to improve efficiency and productivity. The Port of Shanghai is the busiest container port in the world, with a capacity of over 49 million tons in 2023, and it has held the top spot worldwide for 14 consecutive years. The port's significant container capacity and its ongoing effort in technological discovery, regional development, and business expansion demonstrates business-friendly environment and its commitment to continued improvement and innovation. Shanghai Yangshan Port, with a fully automated deep water terminal, is a key factor in the port's ability to handle the world's largest container ship, further enhancing its infrastructure and business-friendly capability. The Port of Shanghai is located in Shanghai, China, at the mouth of the Yangtze River, facing the East China Sea to the east and Hangzhou Bay to the south. The port covers an area of 3,690.6 square kilometer and is managed by the Shanghai International Port Group (SIPG). SIPG plays an important role in overseeing various aspects of the port function, including the management, operation, and maintenance of facility. In addition, SIPG is involved in container production, leasing, and other activities related to the local and international cargo transportation. Shanghai Port consists of two bulk cargo terminals and three break bulk terminals strategically located in Luojing, Wusong, and Longwu areas. This distribution enables the efficient handling of various types of cargo, contributing to the diversity of port and capacity. The port connection to the Yangtze River increased its importance as in serve as an important transport link to various regions in China. As you know, the Port of Shanghai is the largest seaport in the world and is located in Shanghai, China. It was established in 1842 after the signing of the Treaty of Nanking, which ended the First Opium War between China and Great Britain. The port covers an area of over 3,900 square kilometers and includes a network of waterway, river, and canal. The port is divided into three main areas: Yangshan Deep Sea Port, Huangpu River Port, and Chongming Island Port. Yangshan Deep Sea Port, which opened in 2005, is one of the largest deep sea ports in the world and can handle the largest container ship. ports have played an important role in China's economic development, creating jobs and stimulating economic growth in the region. And they have contributed to China's rise as a major economic power in the world. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nurdini Sakina binti Abdullah and I'm going to present about my part. Yang Jun is the person in charge of overseeing the organization's overall operations and strategic direction is sometimes referred to as the port authority. This involves responsibilities such as overseeing port operations, promoting trade and economic development, ensuring that laws and safety regulations are observed, communicating with different stakeholders such as the government and shipping companies. Wang Haijian, Zhang Xin, Zhang Min, Ting Xiangming, Wang Linglin, and Yang Ziyong are the vice president of a port and often in charge of overseeing several of Port Shanghai's activities. The vice president often has a major role in strategic planning and business planning and maintaining relationships with government agencies, shipping companies, and stakeholders. The chairman, Gu Jinshan, is responsible of formulating and implementing policies pertaining to port operations, security, the environment, and other significant concerns. They work together to develop the organization's policy with the board and management team. The chairman is also in charge of legal matters and may work with legal counsel to address issues as they arise. Although Bai Jingtao is a vice chairman's responsibilities vary per organization. In general, they support the chairman or president, help with decision making. For example, when it comes to significant projects like land reclamation and may serve as a liaison between various departments and stakeholders. A director's responsibilities, which are Wang Erzang and Zhao Xiaoqing, change according on the situation, such as in a business or organization. Directors often exercise leadership and supervise the entity's general direction. To make sure the company meets its objectives and runs well, they frequently collaborate closely with other executives. Meanwhile, Li Yifan, Zhang Jiangwei, Xiao Ruqi, and Qiu Linqi are a member of a firm's board of directors and who maintains objectivity and impartiality by having no substantial connections to the company is known as an independent director. Independent directors do not work to the firm and do not participate in day-to-day operations. Meanwhile, and lastly, Chen Hao is the chairman of the supervisory board and usually in charge of overseeing the business management. This position makes ensuring that the business operations comply with its objectives, the law and moral principles. The supervisory board chairman is a key figure in selecting, assessing, and offering superior leadership to senior executives.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad bin Abdul Rahman. So, I will explain about the annual income and economic value in Shanghai port. So, annual income. Annual income in Shanghai, China, it includes salary, bonus, and investment. It is a crucial indicator of an individual's or household's financial situation. Shanghai per capita disposable income in 2022 was approximately 79,910 yuan, increase from the previous year. The minimum wage gap in China shows Shanghai has the highest month minimum salary 2,990 ringgit, and Beijing has the highest hourly minimum wage 20.4 ringgit. And then for the economy value, a value proposition is formed by its economic, social, and environmental values, focusing and on employment and economic activity. Shanghai, a Chinese city with the highest GDP and population, has experienced slow economic growth in the recent years. The tertiary sector has grown at the fastest rates, with services providing over 70% of the GDP value added. Financial intermediation and information industries have developed at the fastest rate. Shanghai per capita GDP surpassed uh, 20,000 US dollars in 2090 years 19 years, placing it in the middle height than the ASEAN average. However, due the broad administrative area, Shanghai has the second highest per capita GDP compared to other mainland Chinese provinces. So that's all from me. So thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sri Ilangovan. I'm from Johor and I'm doing my diploma in port management at Netherland Maritime University College, which is located at Johor. I'm doing my semester 6, which is final semester, and I'm going to share you about the contribution of Shanghai port, which is located at China, how they contribute their gross domestic product. Firstly, let's see what is the Yangtze Economic Zone strategic importance. So, this is about the port of Shanghai contributes over 40% to China gross domestic product. The secondly, facilitation of international trade. The zone handles about 25% of China imports and exports. The third one is role of Shanghai International Port Group, which is called as SIPG. So the SIPG manages key ports and invests in infrastructure, boosting trade connectivity. So the fourth one is industrial sector contribution to gross domestic product. This is about industry makes up 39% of China's gross domestic product, driving the economic growth. So in the fifth order is about export prowess and resilience during the COVID-19 pandemic. So this is about China export accounted for 25% of gross domestic product growth in 2020 despite of pandemic. So the sixth one, which is the last one, is about interconnectedness of global markets. So this is about global stimulus measures fuel demand for China's exports. So in the end, what is the summary? So this is about the Yangtze Economic Zone led by the Port of Shanghai and SIPG plays a critical role in China's economic growth, handling significant trade volumes and driving industrial output.
Hi, my name is Nurdini Sakinah binti Abdullah and I'm going to present about my part. Shanghai Port is home to many new ships, pilot crews and other workers every day. Despite the port authorities have best efforts, but none of these initiatives have been able to significantly reduce the pollution at Shanghai Port. Even after Shanghai Port is a smart port for several years, the port still unable to stop the pollution and protect the marine life. Due to the port's industrial activities and high maritime traffic, it is therefore possible to argue that the ports of Shanghai has indirectly contributed to environmental damage within the port. particularly air pollution. High amounts of gases and particulate pollutants such as elemental carbon (EC), organic carbon (OC), sulfate and trace metals 19 are produced when RFO is burned in ship engines. Cargo handling machinery, haulage activities, and the sheer quantity of shipping boats contribute to elevated levels of air pollutants, including nitrogen oxides and sulfur dioxide. Moreover, haze is another effect of air pollution in the port of Shanghai. This has led to acid rain, which has had a significant indirect impact on the port due to the acidic rain and its effects on port workers' health. The majority of ships that enter the port have noisy engines, which contribute to noise pollution, which is another problem for port authorities. In the event that several ships approach the harbour at once and begin yelling at one another, there will be a noise pollution. Port zones are louder overall because, to the sound of goods striking the docks, the constant buzz of the conveyor belts, and the rhythmic waltz of cranes lifting and lowering containers. Water contamination is another of the Port of Shanghai's most pressing environmental issues. Ballast water discharged by ships disturbs the delicate balance of the region's biodiversity and puts the marine ecology in danger, since it sometimes contains invasive species and toxins. Unintentionally, this will lead to the eradication of invasive species, the extinction of marine life, and water pollution. In the event that ship leaks the petrol and arrives at the Shanghai port, the oil will unavoidably contaminate the water.
Hello, good morning. My name is Alana Ellen. So I'm going to profit about environmental impact assessment (EIA) due to port operation. The environmental impact assessment on Shanghai port operation is comprehensive research that assess the environmental impact of port activities. EIA working on a variety of issues including air pollution, greenhouse gas emission, environmental footprint, port-related emission, and atmospheric pollution. Air pollution is a major issue due to emission from ships and port vehicles. The majority of ships in China's port use distillate or was full, both contain higher sulfur than road fuel. These emissions have harmful effects on human health and the environment. Therefore, EIA must address this issue. Another issue to worry about is greenhouse gas emission. Shanghai, the port has aggressively changed its operation to improve the environment, conservation, energy conservation, and emission reduction. The port intends to develop a green port that will operate with low carbon. Investment have been made in energy saving and emission reducing technologies such as shore power, oil electricity conversion, LNG technology, green light, and clean energy substitution. These measures attempt to reduce the port carbon footprint while also promoting sustainable growth. So I will continue about alleges environmental and international law that port has been neglecting. Environmental and international legal aspects have claimed that Shanghai the port has been neglected in terms of environmental protection. The port of Shanghai is one of the busiest in the world and its activities have a large environment impact. However, the port has been penalized for not doing more to mitigate its environmental impact. One of the main challenges is air pollution. These emissions have detrimental effects to human health and the environment. Despite the port attempts to promote environmental preservation, energy conservation, and emission reduction, some patterns in specific monitoring are closely related to the indicators listed here. The environmental impact of port activities needs improvement. Another area of issue is the environmental impact of the port. Port activity have an environmental impact due to resource consumption and pollution. And ecology Shanghai port logistics study was conducted using MAG theory to analyze the ecological footprint of resource use and pollution, as well environmental impact of its operation. That's all for me. Thank you.
However, the second part of my presentation is going to explain about the proposed measurement for assessing the environmental and economic sustainability of port operation at Shanghai Port, encompass several key points, which is carbon footprint assessment, economic sustainability metrics, utilization of environmentally friendly technologies, waste management and strategies, reporting framework, and resilience to climate change impact, and the last one is stakeholder engagement and collaboration. Let's see what carbon footprint assessment stands for. So this is explain evaluate greenhouse gas emissions from port activities to identify area for emission reduction and energy efficiency improvements. So secondly, economic sustainability metrics assess financial viability and socio-economic impact, ensuring economic goals align with long-term sustainability objective. So the third part is about utilization of environmentally friendly technologies. This is stand for monitor adoption of eco-friendly practices and technologies to promote sustainable operation. So the fourth one, waste management strategies. Implement waste reduction and recycling programs to minimize ecological footprint. And the fifth one is about framework, which is establish transparent reporting adhering to international standard to track progress and ensure the accountability. And the sixth one is about resilience to climate change impact. So this is about evaluate infrastructure, robustness, and adaptation strategies to address climate change threats. And the last one is about stakeholder engagement and collaboration. These stand for engage with local communities, environmental organizations, and industrial partners to facilitate decision making and enhance sustainability efforts. As a closing for my presentation, let's see what are the summary. So this is about these measures collectively aim to promote sustainability and ensure the long-term environmental and economic health of Shanghai Port. Thank you.